It was in 1984, I began dating a man who was very psychic in his dreams. He woke up one morning and he said, I had the weirdest dream last night. He said, I was on a spaceship and the spaceship was coming toward the Earth. You were there and there was a lot of others that were on this ship and we were coming toward the Earth. And I asked if he was the captain. He said, no one was the captain. Everybody had a job to do. Everyone was doing their job and we just harmony and working together as we navigated ourselves to the planet. He said, as we got closer to the planet, there were orbs of light that started to come toward the group. They were either pink or they were purple. Everyone on the ship received either a purple or a pink orb of light. And he said, I don't know what that means. Now, this was before I knew anything about the galactic worlds or Earth's mission. But I did know enough because I knew affirmations and participation in life, right? I said, I think what that means is that you got to see some original landers, original landing of beings from off planet coming to be participating on the planet in one of two missions, either holding love, holding wholeness, holding light from home, pink, or holding the energy of being the whistleblower, the one who's going to call out things that need to be dismantled, transformed, moved off, purple. Purple cleansing, pink holding the light. And it's been how many thousands and thousands of years, since 300,000 years ago, that the whole mission, which was really excellent, plans were amazing, to free our galactic families by coming into a mission in which we had assignments. And part of those assignments was the male bodysuit would carry the codes of ownership, both soul codes and physical body codes. And in that assignment, those outsiders who had captured us in the galactic worlds owned that body and literally had cuffed up the soul. So the soul coming into that bodysuit was being monitored at all times. Outsiders waiting for when he, we'll call he, started to mine gold or find minerals or, grow crops. Because the outsiders were not going to do it, but hey, their lackeys could. And he was monitored all the time. And so he was owned, knew he was owned, and was totally prepared to stay in that space of, we'll say, it's like meditation. Divine energy coming through the crown chakra, out the heart, frequencies that the outsiders could not monitor, too high of a frequency. So he would nurture the village, he would nurture his group, he would send energy of all possibilities into the field of village. And those men would live apart because they were being monitored, but they were owned. The soul coming into the female body had no ownership codes because they had been taken and given to the physical body of the male. So she came unowned, unseen, unmonitored in order to taste, sense energy of constriction or of expansion, and having the Sophia voice to say, expansion, stay. Constriction, I know who you are. I name you as outsider, not allowed. Move this energy, because she had the sword of Sophia into the heavens. And the heavens, those teams responded by the PTO, moving the energies back to its original place for extinction. So when that got crippled 300,000 years ago, it was the male body that was used to cripple, target, rape the soul in the female bodysuit in order to cripple her further. So our soul members who have come into male bodysuits in that male psyche, not only were they unplugged from their heart, they were also told they had to fight and be the king of the mountain. They had to have the most toys. They had to follow this voice, which they did. They were owned. And if you can imagine the pain that would come when the soul, totally prepared to be that gentle holder of space, heart, nurturing, that was ripped away, and instead had to be the very one crushing the one he had come to nurture. So the pain that exists within the male psyche is very tender and unique. The very tender heart, crushed, pain of being owned to do violence, stuffed all over the bodysuit, mind, emotions. Time for all of that to change. So just be with me in whatever way is comfortable. You may want to close your eyes, lay down, whatever you want to do. We're going to together walk into that azure mountain temple space, meeting there the Sophia Collective, those who have held that mission, restored it to you. We meet with them for the strength and the standing to do what we do today. And there you are in circle. We each have a staff in our left hand, a sword in our right hand. We place the staff into the ground right there, and we say, this is our home. From the galactic to Gaia, this is our home. We are stewards here. Soared into the sky, we are connected to those ready to act in behalf of our star members in male bodies. Because we own the bodies. We own the bodies. And we call into the center of the circle men who are carrying great pain, who have felt guilty, have felt burdened, have felt trapped, not knowing why. And we call them into our circle in that temple. And you witness as they gather. You witness their pain. You witness the crippling that has been done to them. And we feel this space with the Sophia. Ah, these are mine. These are mine. And we call in that field of good to hold these men. You who are with us today are representatives, surrogates for all within the male psyche. From this moment to the original clans, into the galactic worlds from which you came. who in any way carry the experience, energy of this subjugation. We do what we do in behalf of all who have had that male experience of entrapment and ownership. And we step forward with Sophia. We say to these, our male brothers, you did nothing wrong. You did not cause the pain you are feeling or that those you love are feeling. You are not at fault. You took on the role in a drama that needed to be played out. You, out of your great love, your magnificence, you took on and were willing to be the target, the slave, if you will, the trapped one of those outsiders who had dominated, invaded, and caused violence and trauma. In order for them to be identified, you've experienced what you've experienced not because you are bad, not because you are wrong. You did not cause. The play went wrong. The plan went awry, but is now back on track. And your soul members in female suits, we are here in the role we had committed to play that was ripped from us. We are back, restored to our voice of authority. What was done to you was done by the manipulative domination agendas of outsiders. What was done to us in female bodysuits was done because of those dominating, violent deceptions of those in domination agendas. And we are in this moment here to say, it ends now. It ends now. We own the bodysuits. With that, we put our staff in the ground, we put our swords in the sky, and we say, remove all ownership codes, any vibration, form, level of resonance, time, space, region, world, into Laniakea, those ownership codes, programs, and forms. Identified, neutralized, removed, unplugged, and moved into that world of extinction, And we hold space. And those connected with our PTO and Laniakea and the Galactic Councils walk among our brothers, literally, removing those energies, blowing them away, unplugging them. The shackles, the hobbles, the monitors, everything. Unplugged. Unplugged. Just extinction. We breathe we say to our brothers, all of the contracts that you made in those galactic worlds, all of the contracts you made to carry ownership codes from the divine families, the entrapment of the divine families, are now null and void. You have completed your volunteered assignment. Those galactic families, all 7, are freed. The contracts have been fulfilled. The ownership codes of contracts between you and your divine families, identified, unplugged, transformed back to celebratory light. Celebratory. Now we bring in the energy of Gaia and grace to work with us as Sophias. We are here declaring this space cleared of all any taint of outsider. The roles, the script, the theater, the platform, completed, gone. The drama, gone, completed. In your own way, breathe that energy field clear. You might want to vacuum it through the cosmic composting. You may want to set fire to the burning of the dross. You may want to breathe it away, blow it away. What is left are pillars of light. And those pillars of light are soul members. Your willingness to allow home energy in its balanced wholeness and sovereignty to flow through your crown chakra is recognized. And what you are now stepping into is an evolutionary blueprinted bodysuit with totally upgraded chakra centers, connections, contracts to good that flow moving through your crown chakra, that all that is good, all that is possible, all that excites flowing through your heart as you nurture, gift, encourage those in female bodysuits to design, set policy, weave the culture of home here. So we activate that evolutionary blueprint for your bodysuit. Totally new vehicle for you. Get a sense of what you individually are feeling as the Sophia's holding space. Notice if there is something you are called to do, to say. Just do that in your quiet space. If you in any way sense a being, outsider energy, that is saying to you, I'm not going, you look in those eyes, and you laugh and you say, PTO, deep six. Look in the eyes, deep six. We place all those who have been present as the surrogates for the male psyche, release, freedom, and restoration to good. We place the entire field into the hands of transition teams to walk with each individual anywhere on the planet who is in a male body. In this transitional time, activating healing tools, blessing tools, guidance tools, all that is needed. Because we stand in that Sophia voice and say, our men, bodysuits, and the souls within those male bodies are freed. They are sovereign. And we are ready to balance our assignments together. We place all of those who are in this transition phase of moving our males' psyche, bodysuits into that field of divine good with all they need to dissolve what has been impossible. With doors opening to each of them appropriately to move them back into their assigned frequency of love. That which was modeled for them by the Master Teacher Christ. With that, there we are in the energy of our divine wisdom of the female experience for this part of mission. Holding hands, grateful and strong in our confirmation and affirmation that it is so. And then as you're ready, bringing back with you whatever it is that is there for you, either for yourself or to be shared. And when you're ready, you can be back present in the circle now.